All right, welcome back, good people. On this video, I'm going to talk about something that only you can answer, and that is, who are you studying right now? Think about that. Whatever you're doing, if you're doing anything to try and get better, try and elevate your game, you have to be studying somebody, because what you know on this level is not that, right? So who are you studying? I'll wait. Nobody. Which means you're not trying to get better at anything. You're thinking that you got plenty of time for that, right? You don't have to study anybody. You can study what you want to study. That was my question. What is it that you want to study? Who are you studying? Right. You don't have to tell me. But you do need to identify that for yourself, wouldn't you think? Because if you're not studying anybody on any level, because just because you're talking with me, you could be studying me, right? I don't have to be a multimillionaire to help you get to a multimillionaire status. I don't have to be a multimillionaire to get you to change some habits that you're doing if you want to do something different, right? I simply have to be somebody that you are willing to listen to and follow some of the advice that's given. That's how that works. As you get to a point, though, there will come a consciousness of how important it is to continue to study people of substance who bring value, right? That's necessary, because we are growth-seeking individuals as human beings. We seek to grow, to get better, to be more knowledgeable, to have a better understanding of a lot of different things. So with that being said, if you're not doing that, then you are ceasing to grow. And our nature is to grow. So you need to find something that you can grow in. And that will allow you to express who you are to the world on a larger scale. I know you don't have to express anything to anybody. See, this is a hard crowd, right? And you're going to get that in life, And I'm only saying those things because that would get some type of response. But I know you're not that type of person. I know you pay attention to stuff, right? And you know what's going on in your life. And I'm thankful for that, because I'm that same type of person. And those are the type of people that I like to talk with, right? And they get it, right? They understand how necessary it is for you to be you via gaining a perspective from other people, right? Because when you hear my story or when you hear me speak, you understand from where I'm coming from, right? You understand from the way I'm thinking. And when you hear Barbara's story, from where Barbara's coming from, you understand where Barbara is, right? And it works the same with you. When people hear your story, they understand where you are. I was talking to a lady the other day. As a matter of fact, I told her I'm a person who loves stories. And I was explaining to her how stories fascinate me, because I believe we're all on a journey in this thing called life, and our stories are so different, right? But at some point, our paths cross. And when our paths cross, the story that I have up until that point is fascinating to a lot of people. And the story that you have up to that point is fascinating also. And it allows you to get an understanding about it. For instance, let me give you this quick scenario of how she explained her story went up to the point. And I had never met her, right? We had dinner one afternoon. And when we had dinner, we were conversating about some things. She's a tax person. And she does really well in the tax industry. And I was thinking, wow, this is really impressive, because I'm impressed by certain things that lets me know certain levels have been accomplished, certain mountains have been peaked, if you will. But she was telling me about how she had a situation in life where she had an aneurysm. Now, she had a brain aneurysm, and she said she was on the phone one day. Just follow me down this path really quickly, if you will. She was on the phone one day talking to somebody. I forget who she says. And all of a sudden, it felt like someone hit her in the back of the head with a hammer. Imagine that. Yeah, a hammer. Just imagine that from where you are right now. You are listening to me, and all of a sudden you get that sensation. Just imagine that. What do? My next question was, did you pass out? She said, no, because I was thinking, who called 911, right? She said, I didn't pass out, but I just felt the pain. And she says that she called 911, and while she was on the phone, she could feel her head like this, and it felt like blood was coming out, but it wasn't coming out. That, to me, is fascinating. Because for you to have lived through that and tell that story, and I think she indicated also that there was a very, very low percentage of people who have, I think it was called a star aneurysm. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure like 90-something% was called a star aneurysm, because it happened on the crown of her head like that in a star formation. But she said like 90-something% of people never live after that type of stroke. It was a stroke. That's what it was. And I was thinking, wow, just to have gone through that experience, right? Not the actual pain, but the actual rehabilitation and all that part of it. That's incredible to me. So that has to put you in a different understanding of people who have different illnesses, right? Because the recovery part, I think she said she was like in the hospital for like 7 months or something, or it was some incredible amount of time like that, 4 months or 7 months, and took like so many months to recover. She had to learn how to walk again, all that. That is incredible to me. And she looks just like you and I today. You would never know. You have to be thankful. But anyway, one of the people I studied, let me share that with you, a guy by the name of Miles Beckler. You can reach it at milesbeckler.com. And one of the reasons I study Miles is because Miles is the type of person that matches my spirit, matches my understanding of information the way I like to get it, right? And it took me a while to actually get to Miles, but I study other people too. But I like the way he explains things and the way he formats things. Something else I study is I'm a member of a system called Thrive Themes. It's a monthly subscription you have to pay, but they have a thing called Thrive University that teaches you about the things that I need in my business, right? Actual videos, blogs you can read, all that good stuff. And it's not free, but I had to pay. But once I pay, then I'm in it, right? So I get to study all that content. So this is something I do continuously because I always want to sharpen my game. Even though I'm nowhere near the level that I know I will be, I know that I'm way above a lot of people, right? So I want to teach people along my journey, right? So that they can know and identify with growth, right? Because I continue to grow and will continue to grow. And if you follow someone like myself, then you would have a tendency to understand the things that I know the way I explain them. And if the way I explain them resonates with you and your spirit, then you can receive it a lot quicker, right? The third person I want to share with you about that I study, his name is Pat Flynn. He's at smartpassiveincome.com. That's one word, smartpassiveincome.com. Now, he also has the type of spirit that I like to learn from, because I'll learn from anyone, but consistently over time, it needs to be someone that I don't mind listening to. I don't mind watching their content, right? It's only natural. We're just being us. I'm just being me. They're being themselves. But we're sharing information, right? Just like they reach me, I reach you. I reach people just like you, just like they reach me. And it will continue that way whether you participate or not, right? And when you participate, you'll see what I'm saying. See what I'm saying, right? You'll see what I'm talking about. And that will open your eyes. And final person I want to share with you that I study, but is in no way, shape, or form the final person in this list, is Dr. Boyce Watkins at boycewatkins.com. Now, this is someone who has a PhD in finance, and I highly respect because of the journey that he's taken to get to where he is. But not only that, but that the fact that he elevates our people, black people. He elevates us in a way that lets us know that we can be, do, and have the things that we want, right? And we should. And that's one of the things that I believe one of the vessels we need to all lock into so that we can grow based on a lot of information that we didn't know. Because there's a lot of things that affect the African American that doesn't affect the Caucasian or the Hispanic or the Korean or the Asian. It affects black people directly. And it's not being prejudiced, it's just certain things are specific, right? So you want to be mindful of some of those things. And Dr. Boyce Watkins shares a lot of that information and connects you with other people also who helps you understand that plight for us. All right, that's all I'm going to share with you on who are you studying right now. Did you like it? I thought that went pretty well. I don't know. What do you think? I'll see you in the next video. Speakularity.blog. Check it out.